on 111. That just means I'm destined to do what I do. Talent from the heavens, praying that I see it through. Finally wearing.
What's going on, people? It's your guy King Will Says, back here again with another video on the second channel, King Will Games. Shout out to everybody that is coming from the main channel supporting the channel. Let's go ahead and dive right into this, man. So you might be confused. This might look like NBA 2K20, but no, you're wrong. This is actually from the NBA 2K21 demo. As you can see, I'm trying to create or recreate my build from 2K20, which is my Charles Barkley power forward build, and ran into a couple of issues. So like I said, we're gonna go ahead and dive right into this. So the demo did come out yesterday as I am recording this video around 1 a.m. Now, a lot of people were very pissed and upset and very disappointed by this demo. You know, you could see it on Twitter. Like, a lot of people were pissed. Like, you know, a lot of people who are on PlayStation, like myself, was first of all struggling to even get access to the demo. I think it was like 15 to 20 minutes before I could download it. I know that some people, it took them like an hour for it to pop up in the PlayStation Store, but people on Xbox had no issue. So that was weird in itself. And you know, of course, the initial download, and it's really bare bones. Now, this is a demo, okay? Let's just keep that in mind. It is a demo. There's not going to be much to offer with the demo, even though they could have offered us just a little bit more. But it's no surprise to me, if you've been playing 2K for quite some time, that this is what happens. This is exactly what happened with 2K14 when the PS4 and Xbox One was launching. You know, we got 2K13 on Xbox 360 and PS3, and then 2K14 came out, and 2K14 really looked like 2K13 visual wise. There were no visual improvements, but they changed a little bit of the gameplay and things like that because they were more focused on the PS4 version, which obviously was light years ahead of what the current gen was, right? So clearly the focus mainly was for next gen. Now, a lot of people's issue is really with the visual aspect of it, you know, the builds and everything like that. I mean, the builds kind of slightly look different. Like, I can tell, like, compared to my 245-pound power forward Charles Barkley build on 2K20, looks slightly smaller than what my build on 2K21's demo looked like when I made him at 245 pounds. He looked vastly bigger than other players, you know, so I can kind of tell it's a slight difference. It's not really that big of a difference, but graphically speaking and just aesthetic wise and everything from the player interface, it all looks the same. And so that pissed off a lot of people. That's not really my issue because, like I said, the focus is on next gen. Obviously, we all know that the focus is really on next gen. But my issue comes in with this demo and this current gen version of 2K21 is the builds and how they function and just the insane attribute restrictions and attribute penalties that are happening in this game. That's really where my issue is and where I was getting pissed off about this game, because this year we have something that we haven't had in a very long time when it comes to 2K, is the fact that we can make pretty sizable players from the PG to the small forward position. So this year we can make a 6'8" point guard, we can make a 6'9" shooting guard. We've never had that before. And you can also make a 6'10" small forward again. So the 6'10" small forward is making a return back to 2K. But the issue is that the fact that you get heavily penalized for even attempting to make an oversized player at these positions really defeats the purpose of the max height being there in the first place. Like, I just don't get it. Like, that was kind of sort of one of the selling points of this year's game, is the fact that you can make an oversized point guard, a 6'8" point guard. We've never been able to do that. The highest it's been able to go is 6'7", right? But when you see these attribute penalties, it's like, really, what is the point of even trying to make a 6'8" point guard, trying to make a 6'9" shooting guard, and what's the point of even trying to make a 6'10" small forward? Because like it's pointless, because your player is gonna be kind of useless, because like, dude, you're getting -11, -12 happening to your driving layup, to your driving dunk. You know, you're getting -28. -28. You're getting 28 attribute points taken away from you if you put a player up to like 6'8", 6'9" for a shooting guard position, which will take like your 85 overall dribbling rating to like a 68 or something like that. So you can dribble, you getting crazy speed cuts to your speed and agility and vertical. It's like you just get this huge handicap, and it just doesn't make sense to me. It's like, what's the point of putting the caps there then, 2K? Why up the height caps if you're just going to just slap us in the face like this with so many penalties and making us basically punishing you for trying to make an oversized player? Like what did you put it in the game for then? They even managed to take a dump on undersized players. Like, I'm trying to make an undersized power forward. Anybody who wants to make a 6'7" power forward, you're gonna get a -8 attribute decrease to your rebounding just for making him 6'7", and you're getting a like -6 to -8 decrease on block as well, which is just ridiculous, dude. Just because I'm short or I'm making an undersized power forward, I shouldn't lose anything on my block. That's just stupid. It's crazy, man. But look, I just want to get into the actual reality of what's going to be happening with this year, trying to transition from PS4 to PS5 and from Xbox One into the Xbox, whatever that is. I keep forgetting the name. It's just weird. But the reality of this console jump this time around, it's not going to be the same as the PS4 and the Xbox One. You know, Sony is not going to see their game consoles flying off of shelves, because the fact of the matter is we have a pandemic going on. You know, a lot of people are still unemployed. There are a lot of people who are struggling, and you know, there's not going to be a lot of people in the market for a luxury item like a PS5. And just to put it in perspective, we've seen some leaks, you know, we've seen price leaks, and I mean, ballparking what the market price is going to be. You know, these consoles are most likely going to be in the 500 range. I mean, I'm expecting it to be in the 500 range, or even close to the 600 range. And we saw what happened with the Xbox One. The Xbox One was marked at $500, and we saw what happened with that console. It sat on shelves. So I mean, like I said, I'm expecting these consoles to be pretty high, and to be honest, I don't even expect it to be that much of an inventory. I don't think there's going to be that many PS5s and Xbox X Series. I think that's what it is, right? X Series or whatever. I don't think there's going to be a huge stock. I don't think there's going to be a lot of them available in the first place, because this pandemic has definitely slowed down a lot for companies, especially gaming companies, when it comes to manufacturing these consoles and getting units shipped to America, you know. And especially the whole thing with Trump beefing with China for so long, you know, the tariffs was going on way before this pandemic started happening. So Sony and Microsoft was already kind of scrambling, wondering what was going to happen. Were they going to see huge cost spikes to even manufacture units for these new consoles? So it's just a lot. This is the most messy and roller coaster next gen launch that I think we're gonna see, and I really don't expect a lot to be available. So I can give 2K a pass, I guess, for this NBA 2K21, because nobody could predict that all this was gonna happen when it came to launching these consoles. All we can do is really just hope that at least NBA 2K21 is an enjoyable experience with new environments and new additions, while people are going to be really slowly transitioning to the PS5 and the Xbox One X series. So anyway, that's it for this video. Thank you guys for stopping by. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, slap that subscribe button, and until next time, I'll catch you guys on the next video.